welcome to the Atascocita High School for tonight's game between the Conroe Tigers and your Atascocita Eagles. Now, everyone please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats for our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get started tonight, I'd like to recognize a special guest. Congressman Ted Poe is in the house tonight. Will we give Congressman
big hello
Poe
and welcome everybody into Texan Live's coverage of high school basketball. We're presented to you as always by TexanDrive.com, coming at you live here from Atascocita High School in Atascocita, Texas, in this District 16 6A matchup featuring the Conroe Tigers and the USA Today computer poll #1 team in the nation, Atascocita Eagles. We'll go to the public dress announcer real quick so we can go over the starting lineups.
A 6'4" senior, number 21, Tremont Ford. A 6'3" junior, number 22, Blaine Auger. A 6'1" junior, number 30, P.E. Edmond. And a 6'5" junior, number 44, Joshua Berry. Tigers are coached by Darryl Mason, assisted by Michael Bowen, Kevin Matthews, Mr. Neal, and Marquise Steve. And now, Eagle fans, on your feet for your Atascocita Eagles! Starting tonight for the Eagles, a 6'2" guard, number 1, Brandon LaVille. A 5'11" senior, number 11, Greg Shell. A 6'4" senior, number 32, Matt Wilrod. A 6'8" junior, number 35, Fabian White. And a 6' senior, number 3, Carson Edwards. These are coached by David Martinez, Buddy Gold, Chris Brown, Gerald Lord, and Cody Gold.
Well, there you have it, the lineups one more time. Take a quick look at the home team. Atascocita Eagles, Brandon Brooks LaVille, Carson Edwards, Greg Shedd, Matt Wilrod, and Fabian White. He'll head out to the court to begin for Atascocita, so no changes there for Coach David Martinez. Down on the other end, the head coach for the Conroe Tigers, Darryl Mason, is going to send out Jay Lewis, Tremont Moore, Blaine Alger, Keandre Edmond, and Joshua Berry. That's what they will start off with in this game. Tip-off about to get started. Fabian White out at center court. Tremont Moore for Conroe. Atascocita coming off of their win most recently Friday night against Kingwood. And the closest one by far. Three-pointer right out of the back. No good from Jay Lewis. Rebound to Atascocita. Here comes Greg Shedd as he passes it off. Atascocita, I was about to say 1-0 lead. Carson Edwards can't come away with the lay-in. Rebound to Conroe. Down the other end. Another shot attempt. This time it is good. Edmond with the bucket to get things going. 2-0 Conroe. Of course, Carson Edwards leading the Eagles the other night with 20 points. Fabian White not far behind with 16 as he gets that one to go in to tie the game at 2 apiece. Jay Lewis with the ball, guarded by Edwards. Out in the corner, Conroe going to continue to move the ball around, and now they got Fabian White all the way out in front of the arc, and now he'll go back. Third point attempt by Lewis, but whistle before the shot. Be an offensive foul against Tremont Moore. The first foul of this game. Carson Edwards swinging it around Loville and Shedd playing pass. Wilrod. And here's Carson Edwards' first attempt, and he's got it. A three-pointer from Carson Edwards. 5-2 Atascocita. Call a blocking foul against Carson Edwards trying to guard Jay Lewis. So the first personal against Edwards and the first team foul. It's already 2 fouls on both teams, or 1 foul each rather, in just under a minute. Conroe surprising a lot of teams in district so far, as that bucket is up and good from Joshua Berry to tie, or to make it a 5-4 game rather. They have an overall record of 15-7, 2-2 in district, standing right now at 4th place. Atascocita, of course, 5-0 in district, undefeated thus far in the season, 24-0. There's a shot missed by Fabian White, and the double take by Carson Edwards gets it to go in, gets his own rebound. 4 points for Carson Edwards in a 7-4 Atascocita lead. Down the other end, a shot attempt by Lewis, no good. White with the rebound. Outlet pass ends up in the hands of Shedd, and he's got his first bucket of the game. Took Shedd a little while to score against Kingwood the other night. Atascocita went on a 13-0 run to start off the game before a 24-10 run by Kingwood at the end of the first half gave Kingwood the 24-23 edge. And Atascocita doing what they do best in the clutch, coming through. Late three-pointer by Greg Shedd and a steal by Fabian White at the end of that game sealed the deal for the Eagles and secured their undefeated season thus far. Edwards, no good. Brandon Brooks Laville puts it up and in, and a timeout down on the floor by Conroe. 4:42 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be right back here on TexanLive.com.
I'm Danny Sullivan, owner of Sullivan's Advanced Paint and Body, your home of top quality craftsmanship with hands-on care. We proudly offer a national lifetime guarantee. Stop on by and say hi. You're going to be glad you did. At SullivansAdvancedPaintandBody.com, we're really going the extra mile to make you smile. SullivansAdvancedPaintandBody.com, 22500 Loop 494 in Kingwood.
Conroe with the ball. 11-4 after the run by Atascocita forced a timeout from the Conroe head coach. Doesn't want his team to get too far behind against Atascocita. You don't want that. And right through the hands. Down the other end, Atascocita can't get it to go, and it's Conroe with a rebound. Stop firing and shooting the three-pointer. Lewis, no good. Atascocita comes away with it. LaVille up ahead to White. His lay-in, good. 6 points for White. And a 13-4 lead for Atascocita. Conroe, a very quick team. There's his three-point attempt up and good. Bryce Harris with the three-pointer. Some more subs will come into the game for each team. Warren Smith checking in. Kaiser checking in on the other side for Conroe. 13-7 game, 3:36 remaining in the first quarter. Stephen Moorhead just into the game, swings it around to Alan Smith, now down below from Shed to Fabian White. He loses control, and it's stolen. Down the other end, here comes Edmond. Out of bounds, last touched by the Tigers, so the Eagles get the ball. Greg Shed with it, crossing midcourt. Just give it over to Edwards. He pops a really quick three-pointer, so the Conroe Tigers are going to have to stay on top of that if they want to keep him at bay, though it's hard to do so for that guy. Shed to his right will dribble down the lane. Now it will stop, fire, and hit. Greg Shed, the second bucket of the game, 4 for him now. 15-7 Atascocita. Down the left side, a little scoop up and in, no good by Conroe. Here comes Atascocita the other way. It's Fabian White who's going to be stripped but fouled by Alger. So they're going to say it wasn't the act of shooting. 2 free throws coming for Fabian White. Cannot convert his first one. Bill will check in for Edwards. Wilrod set the check back in as well. Victor Bernald checks into the game for Conroe. Fabian White gets 1 of 2. 7 points in the game for him, as Wilrod will replace him. 16-7 Eagles. Alger with the ball will give it on over to his teammate on the far side. He'll fire a jump shot. Short, no good. Rebound goes to Moore, but a whistle down on the floor. It's going to go against Atascocita. And it's against Moorhead, his first. So Tremont Moore headed to the free throw line. His team trailing 16-7 with 2.5 remaining. It's the first one. 4 different scores for Conroe. As Jay Lewis checks back into the game. So Moore gets both free throws. Cuts the lead a little, 16-9 Atascocita. Wilrod moves it over to Moorhead. And now it's Shed holding. Coach Martinez giving a signal. Down inside of Wilrod. He fakes the shot, gives it to Alan Smith. He's fouled going up. He'll head to the free throw line. Foul goes against Victor Bernal. his first personal and the third team foul. Smith, first point of the game. Believe it or not, Atascocita did not have a player off the bench score any points against Kingwood on Friday night, as the other free throw attempt is missed, but Matt Wilrod with the offensive board puts it back up and in. So all starters have scored for Atascocita now. Complete inside and met by a host of Eagles. Greg Shettle forced the jump ball, and possession goes to Atascocita. Jarris Harris checks in for Moorhead. (19-9) Atascocita, double-digit lead. Shed gives it to Wilrod. He'll fire, a little off the mark there. Rebound goes to Conroe, down the other way, stripped from behind by Loville, up ahead to Shed. He's going to give it to Smith, left-handed lane, stripped from behind though by Harris. And Atascocita will retain possession as Joshua Berry comes back into the game for Bryce Harris for Conroe. Atascocita making things happen on both ends of the floor as the lane is up and good. On the quick pass in from Atascocita, 21-9. Bernard looking to pass it, finally does, out of trouble, now driving it, wide open on the other end. Coach Martinez looking for a travel, but he's not going to get it. Joshua Berry, the second field goal of the game, 21-11. Back to a 10-point game. Smith over to Greg Shed, thinks about a three, fires out in the corner now, three-point attempt from Harris, no good. Rebound goes to Harris. He gets over to Lewis. He finds in the corner Berry as he gets it back over to Lewis. Harris guarding Lewis as he tries to cross him over but can't get an inch. So he'll pull back. Once again, all starters have scored for Atascocita. Alan Smith has 1 point off the bench. As Carson Edwards will make his return to the game. Greg Shed holding the ball. With only 12 seconds remaining, he's going to hold the last shot. Fabian White coming up to set the high pick. A little pick and roll action, not going to bite. Carson Edwards with the floater, no good. Offensive board, they're going to have 3 seconds. 1 second, he's going to have to fire. Last second three-point attempt, no good from Jay Lewis, and that does it for the first quarter. High scoring one, 21-11 the score. Atascocita with the lead on Conroe after one. Back for 3 more quarters after this here on TexanLive.com.
Forget everything you know about furniture.
We're bringing these prices down! Yeah!
For the heroes of Skiros Furniture and Mattress, serving their customers is all in a day's work.
We're saving you money, folks. Slashing prices every day.
Like queen mattress sets for $3.99. Plus epic savings on the iComfort Cool Gel adjustable bed. And as always, free Showbiz movie passes at Skiros Furniture and Mattress.
Food should be good. Strawberries should sing. Lettuce should be dirty. Dressing clean. Debate should be healthy. Hatchets buried. Tables should be full. And good food should be good for you. We're not saying these are the rules we should all live by, but it's a good place to start. Panera, food as it should be.
First quarter in the books. 3 more to go. Atascocita with a 10-point lead after one. Fabian White leading all scorers with 7. Matt Wilrod and Greg Shedd each have 4. Carson Edwards has 3. Brandon Brooks Laville with 2. And Alan Smith with 1 are the scorers after 1 quarter for Atascocita. Down on Conroe's end, they had 4 different scores. Leading the way, though, Joshua Berry, he had 4 points. Bryce Harris had a 3-pointer, so his 3. And Tremont Moore and Keandre Edmond each have a bucket. There's your scoring after the first quarter as a 3-point attempt, a whistle. So that's going to be 3 free throws for Conroe. So the foul is called against Greg Shedd, his first personal, 3rd team foul. At the free throw line, Victor Bernald did not score in the first quarter, has a chance to get 3 right off the bat here, gets 2 out of 3. Does cut the lead to single digits again, and a partial block it looked like, but still getting it up and in was Atascocita. Back to a 10-point game. Harris with the ball, a long 3-point attempt, air ball, not even a rim on that one. And Atascocita down the other way. 3-point attempt by Shedd off the back of the iron, no good. Getting the rebound. And scoring on the other end is Conroe. Shedd with the ball inside to White. He spins, turns, too short. Down the baseline, trying to dribble up and in and losing the ball. Almost coming away with it on the other side was Fabian White, but he cannot get it. Out of bounds to Conroe. Lewis, 3-point attempt, too hard off the back of the iron, no good. White the rebound over to Edwards. He stops and fires 3s quite often. He does so here, too hard for him as well off the back of the iron, no good. Loose ball still in the air. And Wilrod ends up with it downstairs to Loville, I believe that was, for the bucket. Back to a 10-point game. 6 points for Loville.
The makeup call. Don't let them get the layup.
Jay Lewis at the free throw line after being fouled by Carson Edwards as he picks up his 2nd personal. Cannot hit his free throw as Stephen Moorhead checks into the game as Carson already has 2 fouls. It's a 2nd one to go. Does Lewis. His first point of the game. Moorhead down inside to White. He gives it to a patrolling there was Wilrod. Cannot come away with it. Lewis down the other end. Cannot get it to go. A rebound dunk attempt. No good. Now stripped from behind. Not getting it to go was Moore. Wilrod virtually wide open on the left side. Gets his left-handed lane up and in. 6 points for Wilrod. Down on the floor, Loville gets it. Up ahead to Wilrod. He's all alone, and he is going to slam it home with the left hand. Wilrod with 8 points. That's going to prompt a timeout from Daryl Mason. 5:25 remaining in the first half. Atascocita out to a 29-16 lead. We'll be right back here on TexanLive.com.
Hey, it's Bert.
And Jamie. Whether it's youth sports, education, or roping and riding,
Texan supports our community. And because of all our loyal customers, we're one of the fastest growing dealerships in the nation.
we have over 1,500 vehicles in stock and guarantee you won't find a better deal in Houston.
Like new 2016 Ram Cruze for just $399 a month.
Or a new Ram 3500 Longhorn Crew discounted $11,200.
Texan Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram is located at 59 in Will Clayton or shop 24/7. TexanDrive.com. We treat you better.
Back from the timeout, Conroe had to call because they are now trailing by 13 points. Atascocita with 2 quick points from Matt Wilrod. As he is now up to 8 points in the game. 29-16. Lewis with the ball. Lewis to his right side, and a 3-point attempt by Conroe. It is up, and it is good. Edmond picking up the triple. He now has 5. Back to a 10-point game, 29-19. Fabian White at the top of the key will give it to LaVille. He swings it around. Shed, Wilrod, Moorhead. Playing pass around the perimeter. And it's Shed trying to cross him over. We'll go back to Wilrod. And it's LaVille who goes down below to White. He stops, fires the fadeaway shot, and Fabian White with a fadeaway. 9 points for White, his first points of the second quarter after 7 in the first. A little over 4 minutes remaining. 3-point attempts, no good from the southpaw. It's Greg Shed handling the basketball right now. 4 team fouls for Atascocita, 3 team fouls for Conroe. Moorhead dribbles, fires it back out to Shed. He fakes a 3, or actually fakes cutting it inside rather. Now we'll get it back out to him. He'll hold. Now he'll dribble down to the left side. Looking inside to Matt Wilrod. Somehow he ends up with it after nearly a steal. Moorhead spins, has it knocked away from him. And they're going to say last touch by the Tigers. Atascocita retains possession. Atascocita getting some lucky bounces their way. White out to Wilrod. He fakes a jump shot. And not fooled was Kaiser. Fabian White going to attempt a shot, and he does. A jumper from him. Gives him double-digit scoring now, 11. He leads all scorers. 33-19. 3-point attempt, a long one off the back of the iron, no good. DeAndre Edmond with that attempt. Atascocita the other way, it's knocked out of bounds. Inbounds it to Moorhead. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Moorhead out in the corner. We'll give it to Fabian White. He's going to try his luck again. Why not? Can't get this one to go. Rims it out. Rebound to Conroe. Alger the other way. It's out in the corner. Almost stripped from behind. But Lewis manages to get a 3-point attempt off. Cannot get it to fall in. Offensive board. Fabian White knocks it away momentarily, ends up in the hands of one of the Conroe Tigers, and taking it up and in is Tremont Moore. His first field goal of the game, but 4 points tonight for him. Greg Shed, left-handed layup, he's fouled ahead of the free throw line. First points of the quarter for him after having 4 in the first quarter. Shed looking for 7. He's going to have to settle for 6. Cannot complete the and one. Still a 35-21 lead for Atascocita. Lewis, guarded by Harris, going around the near side, hanging off. Lewis asking for it, now dribbling down low, getting it knocked away by Fabian White was Moore. Alley-oop attempt, and it is good. Fabian White. Another outstanding dunk from that young man. 13 for him. Moore gets this one to go the other way. So 6 points for him. Still a 37-23 lead for Atascocita. Shed holding the ball. Coach Martinez giving the signal. Wilrod. LaVille slips, manages to get it over to Wilrod. Shed. Crosses one over and hits the shot. What a beauty from Greg Shed. 8 points for him. A minute remaining. Moore taking it in and will look with a fake dunk, go around, and Fabian White will foul. Only the first personal foul for Fabian White, though the 5th team foul for Atascocita. Streamon Moore heads to the free throw line. Cannot get his first bucket. Checking into the game is Bryce Harris for Marcus Kaiser for Conroe. Moore looking for a 7th point. He cannot get 7 or 8 on that one. He's settling for 6 and he goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Down the other way, Fabian White is fouled. He'll head back to the free throw line. Fouled by Joshua Berry, his first personal. And now both teams with 5 team fouls. White sinks his first one. Now 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight for him. He's got 14, looking for 15, he's got it. Makes them both count. 41-23. Atascocita outscoring them by 8 in this quarter. Stripped from behind, Brandon Brooks-Loville. Getting the steal, or getting the strip rather. Conroe retains possession. Lewis. Only 30 seconds remaining in the quarter, will go up. And fouled in the progress, he'll head to the free throw line. Harris with the foul, his first personal, 16 foul for the Eagles. Conroe not being able to convert their free throws. One of the other reasons that this margin has gotten so high. A lot of missed free throw attempts by them as Harris goes 0 for 2. Missing the last 4 free throws. And Atascocita can take a 20-point lead by the half or more. They're going to play the last shot again, likely. Greg Shed will give it to Harris. Wilrod swings it around. Back to Shed. He'll drive, fire in the corner. 3-point attempt. Jairus Harris rims it out, no good. 3 seconds remaining. Firing the shot off. Once again, not being able to hit a last-second shot was Jay Lewis. First half has come to an end. 41-23 is the score. Atascocita with the lead. Stay tuned here. My halftime guest, Atascocita softball coach Ashley Boyd. We'll take a break and be back here on TexanLive.com.
About furniture.
We're bringing these prices down. Yeah.
For the heroes of Skiro's Furniture and Mattress, serving their customers is all in a day's work.
We're saving you money, folks. Slashing prices every day.
Like queen mattress sets for $3.99. Plus epic savings on the iComfort Cool Gel adjustable bed. And as always, free Showbiz movie passes at Skiro's Furniture and Mattress.
Cerna is a local family-owned business located right on Will Clayton and a one-stop shop for your home, auto, liability, and business insurance needs. Please stop in or give us a call at 281-812-9775. We're also proud to support all of the Humble ISD athletes.
Real quick, and then at halftime you guys were down. What did you tell your guys at halftime?
I just told them just to hang in there. Said we won the first quarter. Second quarter, we didn't play well defensively, and if we were going to win the game, we were going to have to tighten up. So, third quarter kind of went back and forth, and fourth quarter, we finally got a little bit of momentum, and we were able to hold them off.
Carson Edwards had another big game tonight. What do you think about his performance?
He's just Carson. We expect him to show up and play, and then he does. So we're glad to get out here. Kingwood was a really, really good team tonight. We needed this game, actually. Both teams are going to get better from it.
Fabian White, obviously a transfer from Kingwood. Do you think any of that bicker from the student section had any impact on his performance tonight?
And he's human, right? And he's a kid. He's still a teenager. So we tried to prepare him the best we could and talk to him about it. But, hopefully it didn't. And hopefully now, he'll be used to it a little bit, so it'll be a little bit easier down the stretch.
Going into next week, how do you think this game prepared you guys?
They're all important. We just try to worry about the next one. And, Conroe's very athletic. We can't take them lightly. And we got to go in there and we got to be ready to go.
All right, Coach, enjoy your win.
The body is incredibly powerful. It's nimble and fluid. But sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our Iron Man Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
I'm Danny Sullivan, owner of Sullivan's Advanced Paint and Body, your home of top quality craftsmanship with hands-on care. We proudly offer a national lifetime guarantee. Stop on by and say hi. You're gonna be glad you did. At Sullivan'sAdvancedPaintandBody.com, we're really going the extra mile to make you smile. Sullivan'sAdvancedPaintandBody.com, 22500 Loop 494 in Kingwood.
We're here with head coach of the Conroe Tigers, Coach Mason. Coach, you guys are number 4 in the district right now. You've really surprised people so far this season. What can you take away from the performance?
So far, the guys have been buying into what we're trying to do. The guys have been playing good. We've put a couple of runs together, played well at our tournament that we host, and looking to get on the road in district.
Going up against a highly touted team today, how did you guys prepare?
Really just came in with a focus not to put too much pressure on ourselves. Obviously, Atascocita's top-notch program, top-notch team, excellent players, very well coached. So we're just been telling the guys just come out and have some fun.
And this varsity team is stacked with upperclassmen. How do you think that's contributed to the success so far this season?
Nothing beats experience. So they've got some guys that have been playing together for a long time. Also, they play a lot of basketball, not just for the school. They play throughout the summer, and they got guys that live in the gym. So that definitely is a tribute to their success.
And headed into the end of regular season play, what are some goals you guys have set?
Some goals are definitely to make the playoffs and just to be the best team we can be.
All right, and that'll do it. We're live on TexanLive.com, and we have more coming up after this break.
Welcome back into TexanLive.com. Atascocita with a big 41-23 lead at the half. I'm joined now by the Atascocita Eagles softball head coach, Ashley Boyd. Ashley, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. So looking further into your season right now, you guys had a fantastic season last year. I know that you guys are always gunning for the state title, but you came up a little bit short last year. But this season, you got Shelby back from what you were telling me. As good as she did last year, I thought she was a senior, but she's back. So what are you expecting with your girls this season?
I think this is going to be a big year for us. We bring back a lot of leadership, and we have 7 seniors. 6 of those are going on to college. We hope to get that last one in there. And, I think this is our year. We've got the pitching, we've got the defense, and these girls can hit. And they have so much fun together that I can't wait to get started on Friday.
No, I bet. I mean, it's only a couple of weeks away, right?
Right.
Before your first game?
We'll get started on Friday, and we've got about a week of practice. And then on the 2nd is our first scrimmage.
Wow, comes up quick, doesn't it?
Big time.
So I guess looking ahead to your district, 16-6A, everybody knows what kind of district this is. You got the Woodlands, and you got Kingwood, and you have other teams that can compete. I mean, you 3 are the top teams always in state. I mean, what do you think of this district that you have?
It's awesome. A lot of times schools get in a situation where they're not prepared for the playoffs, and in this one, that's never an issue. I mean, we've got at one point last year, I think we had 4 out of the top 5 in the region, and I believe it was 4 out of the top 10 in the state. We get prepared, we get challenged every week in our district, and it's awesome for us.
So based on just your expectations for the girls, and I'm sure you have goals that you want to accomplish this season. If you had one big goal, what would you say would be this season?
These girls plan on being in Austin. That's their goal. That's what they've been dead set on, and they've worked for it. I mean, they got after it in the weight room in the fall. We saw the field maybe 5 times, and they were in there running, they were in there lifting, and they've put in the work to get there, and now it's just time to kind of make it happen.
I know you had a freshman last year in your outfield, and you still have Shelby. And you have a little group of core girls from last season that can still make a difference this season. Is there anybody in particular other than Shelby that you're expecting big things from?
That whole senior class, we have Caitlin Washington, who's probably going to transition for us into the outfield. And then Candace is going to come in there. She's going to pitch for us, maybe going to play somewhere on the corners. But we also bring in a freshman that I think is going to be an impact player behind the plate for us. And that's something I'm excited to see. She's been working with Shelby all summer. So I'm excited to see what those two can do together.
Awesome. So is state unrealistic? Am I getting too far ahead of myself?
It's one game at a time. We can't get ahead of ourselves. And we've got to get through a tough district first, and we've got to take care of business in a couple of tournaments and see what happens. I mean, that's the goal. That's what they want. I think any team that enters the season not looking to state's looking at the wrong thing. So that's our goal. It's what we're trying to get to.
Well said, Coach. Well said. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Ashley, and good luck to you and the girls this season.
Thank you for having me.
Back for the second half after this on TexanLive.com. Welcome back in to TexanLive.com. Second half underway now. Atascocita with a 41-23 lead. Fabian White leading all scorers thus far with 15 points. And there he goes again. The alley-oop from Greg Shed. Unbelievable. 17 points now for Fabian White. 15 points, and there. Down the other way, and there he is again. A rejection from White. Carson Edwards taking it down. A quick pass inside to Wilrod. He'll fake, but too many Tigers in his way, and a turnover. Tigers have the ball. An outlet pass up ahead. And in the corner, a three-point attempt. Short, no good. Offensive board, though, put up. No good from Kaiser. And out of bounds to Atascocita. Wilrod and Shed with 8 points each. Carson Edwards with 5. Brandon Brooks LaVille with 6. And Alan Smith with 1 point. First half stats for Atascocita. Carson Edwards gets going now. 7 for him. Tremont Moore and Joshua Berry had 6 points each in the first half for Conroe. Keandre Edmond had 5 points. Putting the shot up was Moore, trying to get 8. He cannot find it. Fabian White with another dunk. Unbelievable. $19 for Fabian White. What an addition he has been for these Eagles. Shot no good from Conroe. Edwards inside. And knocked away by one of the Tigers. So out of bounds. Conroe was still with possession. Or excuse me, Atascocita with still possession after Conroe knocked it out. 2 minutes gone by in the third quarter. In the corner, Carson Edwards, no good. Matt Wilrod with the offensive board, bounce pass it, puts it up, no good as he's fouled by Tremont Moore. Was not in the act of shooting. Moore picks up his second foul. Edwards dribbling, stripped, but fouled as he went up. Jay Lewis likely to pick up the foul. The holding foul. Edwards in the act of shooting, still ahead of the free throw line. Kind of a quiet first half for Carson Edwards than what we're used to. Only 5 points, he now has 8. Looking for 9 here, and he's got it. First trip to the free throw line tonight for him. Moore, high off the backboard, no good, a little too hard. LaVille up ahead to Shed. Wilrod gets the pass and puts it up and in. Wilrod in double figures now with 10. Shed with yet another assist. Lewis. Moore fakes a jump shot attempt and now hit it back out to Kaiser. He's going to lose his dribble, now give it back to Lewis. Lewis guarded out top by Edwards. Looking for the high pick. Goes around Moore. Has an open look and nails it. Jay Lewis with his first field goal. Carson Edwards the other way. Double-digit scoring now for Carson Edwards. 12 for him. 7 points in the quarter. Going up Not getting the shot was Kaiser. Barry picks it up and is fouled. He'll head to the free throw line now. Foul goes against LaVille, his first personal. Joshua Barry gets a rare Conroe Tiger free throw to go through. They have not been able to convert on their free throws very well tonight. Does hit them both there. So maybe a change of luck for these Tigers in the free throw line. 8 points for Barry. One of the things that Atascocita tries to do, especially when it's in the hands of Carson Edwards, is respond quickly. And trying to do just that was Edwards as he's fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line for only the second time tonight. As he's getting a little more aggressive here at the start of the second half. Edwards gets the second one. Alger gets it over to Moore. Still asking for it outside as Alger as he gets it. As he's trying to set up his offense, not much movement down below. Tries to go against LaVille, and a blocking foul is going to go against LaVille. Trying to take a charge, but his feet were moving, says the referee. So LaVille will pick up his second foul very quickly. Moore will get the pass in from Lewis. He's going to drive down the lane. Wilrod all in his face, and it's going to stop him from scoring. Outlet pass up ahead of Wilrod, and he gets it to go. 12 points for Wilrod. 38-point game, 57-27. Atascocita with the lead. Fabian White turns it over, but Bryce Harris cannot make the jumper down the other way. Greg Shedd, no look pass over to Brandon LaVille, up and in. First bucket of the second half for Brandon LaVille, 8 for him on the game. And a foul going to go against Carson Edwards, a holding foul. So Stephen Moorhead will have to check in for him as he is in serious foul trouble. Third personal foul, 2 more, and his night is over. And granted, Atascocita has a big lead, but Coach Martinez taking no chances in this situation. Atascocita has not lost a game this season. They look like they're on their way for another victory here as Lewis cannot get it to go. Moore comes away with a loose ball. He'll drive, double team, lays it over to Harris. He cannot get his scheme. These Eagles all in the paint. We're not allowing the Tigers to get a shot off as the outlet pass is rejected from Barry. Moorhead ends up with it. LaVille trying to get it inside to White. It's taken away by the Tigers. Up ahead to Lewis. He's stripped from behind by Wilrod. Not going to let him get it easy, but finally Jay Lewis gets it up and in for his 5th point, but that was not easy. Eagles not giving up, not letting them get an inch, trying to keep them as far away from this game as possible. Lead, as odd as this sounds, down to 30 after the bucket from Conroe. LaVille cannot get it to go. A 3-point attempt by Shedd, no good. Offensive board put up and in by Fabian White. First one to reach 20. 21 for him. Foul called down below. It's going to go against Atascocita, a blocking foul. As Victor Bernald We'll head to the free throw line. Alan Smith and Jairus Harris checking in for Brandon LaVille and Matt Wilrod. Minute 41 to go in the third. LaVille picks up his third personal, all three of them here in this quarter. 14 fouls against Atascocita to Conroe's 3. So 2 Eagles in foul trouble. Edwards on the bench and now LaVille. As the ball gets into Kaiser. He's trying to find down low. Moore does. Bounce pass inside. No good. Stolen from Shed. Up ahead to White. Uses his height. Blocked from behind, but he is fouled. Marcus Kaiser with the foul. First foul against him, 4th team foul, so each team with 4 team fouls. White cannot hit either free throw, so it stays 61-29. Harris ends up in his hands again. Here's Moore, guarded by White. Boy, you can't get a shot off with his arms in your face. Three-pointer is up and good from Jay Lewis, and he's come alive here in this third quarter. 7 points in the quarter for him, 8 total in the game, but still a 61-32 lead for Atascocita. 45 seconds left in this third quarter. Moorhead swings around. Alan Smith. It's Moorhead. And ends up in the hands of Greg Shedd as he holds it. And Coach Martinez instructing them to the last shot once again. We've seen it twice. Atascocita holding to last shot. This will be the third time. The first 2 times they could not convert on their field goal attempts, and down the other way, Jay Lewis had 2 last-second breakaway buzzer beaters that he couldn't get to go, and this one is rejected from behind by Moore. Picked up, and it's going to fall right down and in right before the end of the third quarter, and Atascocita will take that. And a 63-32 lead going into the fourth quarter. 3 in the books, 1 more to go. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter here on TexanLive.com.
Hey, it's Bert. Hey, it's Bert.
And Jamie. Whether it's youth sports, education, or roping and riding,
Texan supports our community. And because of all our loyal customers, we're one of the fastest growing dealerships in the nation.
we have over 1,500 vehicles in stock and guarantee you won't find a better deal in Houston.
We have new Encores with 0 down for just $149 a month.
Or 16% off new Buick Enclave.
And folks, we have one of the strongest finance teams in the country. Texan Buick GMC is located at 59 in Will Clayton, or shop 24/7. TexanDrive.com. We treat you better.
Food should be good. Strawberries should sing. Lettuce should be dirty. Dressing clean. Debate should be healthy. Hatchets buried. Tables should be full. And good food should be good for you. We're not saying these are the rules we should all live by, but it's a good place to start. Panera, food as it should be.
Fourth quarter just underway here. Conroe starting out with the ball and already giving it away to Atascocita. They've got a huge lead. Nearly doubling up. They can double them up right now, in fact. It's Shed over to Edwards as he puts up the shot and his foul going up. But it looks like the foul was called before he got the shot off, so they'll take it out of bounds. Foul against Jay Lewis's second, 15 foul. Edwards goes up for the lay-in and is rejected. It's Conroe down the other way. Floater, no good. It's Greg Shed with the basketball. Loville hands it off to Wilrod, and the Eagles do that a lot. Bounce pass inside, a little tough to handle for Wilrod. He'll pick it up and get a shot off anyway, but the board goes to Conroe. Three-point attempt, trying to get double digits, no good from Jay Lewis. Slamming it home the other way, Fabian White, 23 points for him. "12 points for Matt Wilrod, 13 for Carson Edwards, 8 for Brandon Brooks Laville. Greg Shed did not score in the third, had plenty of assists though. He's got 8 in the game. Atascocita's already doubled him up, looking for more. Down the other way is Lewis. Triple team, will try the floater anyway, can't get it to go. Offensive or a defensive rebound to Atascocita. Behind the back pass from Shed. When that guy can deliver the ball, but Edwards opted not to try the tough shot and just kick it back out to Shed as he handles it now. Over 2 minutes have gone by here in the final quarter. High pick set from Fabian White. Getting the shot up and in is Carson Edwards, and he'll head to the free throw line. $15 for him. Foul for the time being is on Jay Lewis. They got his second personal, which would be the 17th foul on Conroe, which would have Atascocita and the bonus the rest of the way. Edwards gets the and one. Jairus Harris will check in for him. $16 now for Edwards. It's Lewis. Bounce pass inside, taking it to the hole. Rejected was Alger. But a lot of contact down there, says the referee, so he'll head to the free throw line. Alger has not scored tonight. 6'1" junior. Gets his first points there. Alger gets his 2 free throws. First 2 points for him, 68-34. Whistle down below. The hit on the head, says the referee. From Sean Michelle. His second personal. Brandon LaVille hits his first free throw. Going for double digits on this one. He's got it. So Greg Shedd has 8 points. He is the only one left in the starting lineup that does not have double-digit scoring for Atascocita so far, but he has plenty of assists and has handled the ball so well for Atascocita. As this one is saved by Harris up ahead and fouled. Well, they didn't call a foul. I'm surprised they didn't. They will finally now for Fabian White. White, after missing his first 2 free throws in this quarter, gets that one to go. He gets both of them here. Makes up for those 2 he missed earlier as he comes out of the game now. Probably finishing his night, and a job well done from Fabian White. 25 points from their junior center. Bernard taking it inside, gets the bucket up and in. Good aggressive play from Bernard. His first field goal of the game, did have 2 free throws earlier, so 4 points for him. Timeout down on the floor with 4:24 remaining in this game. Atascocita looking to keep their undefeated record going. They look like they've got it. They're up 72-36. Back after this on TexanLive.com.
Forget everything you know about furniture.
We're bringing these prices down. Yeah.
For the heroes of Skiro's Furniture and Mattress, serving their customers is all in a day's work.
We're saving you money, folks. Slashing prices every day.
Like queen mattress sets for $3.99. Plus epic savings on the iComfort Cool Gel adjustable bed. And as always, free Showbiz movie passes at Skiro's Furniture and Mattress.
4:24 remaining in this game. Atascocita with a 72-36 lead. Have doubled them up. As Stephen Moorhead gets set to check into the game. Hits Lewis to the left side. His shot attempt no good. Rebound though by Morris. He puts it up and in.
That's your back, James.
Moore doing everything he can. On the offensive side, he's got 8. Has been the most active one, trying to get some kind of presence down below. Moore with the offensive board once again, can't get it to go this time. Putting that shot up and in was Stephen Moorhead as he gets his first bucket of the night. Lay-in attempt no good, but fouled on the way up. is against Stephen Moorhead as he got a piece of his head. Going up was Jay Lewis, headed to the free throw line now. Second personal foul against Moorhead, the 8th team foul against Atascocita, so both teams in the bonus, the final 2:49. Tavon Moore checking into the game for Atascocita. So it's going to be Moore, Cannon, Moorhead, Smith, and Harris on the floor for the Eagles. Cannon swinging around. Two and a half to go in the game. Moorhead dribbles. Give it out to Cannon. He spins around. And now it's Harris over to Moorhead. Bounce pass to the corner. Probably just trying to kill some clock as Atascocita. They keep swinging it around. Moorhead's got it to Alan Smith. A lot of movement for Atascocita as Harris comes around the corner, tries to put up a shot, no good. Cannon gets the offensive side of that anyway, but he can't get it to go. Conroe with the ball, jump shot attempt, too short. Moore with the rebound, puts it up and in. So Draymond Moore in double figures now, 10 for him. Minute and a half remaining in this game. Harris stops, bounce pass, trying to find inside. Alan Smith cannot get a clean pass off though, and Conroe comes away with it. A nice floater by Harris. He can't get it to go, a little too short on that one. Harris dribbling and laying, no good. Too short, ends up with Conroe. Bernald dribbling around Harris. Will hold momentarily, now set up his offense. Harris reaches from behind, takes it away, but they're going to call a whistle just as he did that. So the foul does go against Jairus Harris, his second personal, 9th team foul. The 1-and-1 is missed though by Bernald, and he is now 2 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. Atascocita just waiting for the obvious of what we're seeing here. Another victory for them, staying undefeated in district. Taking it up and in is Moore, too hard off the back of the iron. Picked up by Barry. He can't get it to go and ends up in the hands of Cannon. Here he comes down with 30 seconds remaining. He jumps up high for it, but loses his handle on it, and it will sail out of bounds as he went up. Looked like he was going up for a pretty nice dunk attempt. Bernald passes it to the outside. A charge against him, though. He picks up his second foul. 10th team foul. It's Moorhead just dribbling out this clock. Will pass it over to Smith. It's stolen though with 4 seconds remaining. Going up for a last attempt. Dunking it home the other way and getting his 12th points was Draymond Moore, but obviously not enough. Making it a little bit closer, but that's a pretty wide margin. 74-44, the final. Atascocita with the victory. Final totals in the game. I'll try to go over them real quickly. Brandon Brooks LaVille finished with 10. Carson Edwards finished with 16. Greg Shedd, the only one that didn't score double digits in the starting lineup, he had 8. But like I said before, several assists to make up for that, obviously. Matt Wilrod had 12. Fabian White led all scorers with 25 points tonight. Stephen Moorhead had 2, and Alan Smith had 3. Down the other end, the Conroe Tigers' final totals look like this. Jay Lewis did not score in that fourth quarter, so he ended up with 8. And Victor Bernald ended up with 4 points. Tremont Moore had a team-high 12 points. Blaine Alger with 2 points. Keandre Edmond had 5, and Joshua Berry did not score in that fourth quarter either, was held to 8 points. Those are your final totals for the game. And I hope you all have enjoyed our live streaming of tonight's game here on TexanLive.com. If you'd like to know more about Texan Live, feel free to check out the rest of the website for incredible highlight videos, archive games, upcoming events, and a whole lot more. You can like our Facebook page, Texan Live, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Texan_Live, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Texan Live, as well. That'll do it here from Atascocita High School. Once again, your final. The Eagles win this one 74-44 over the Conroe Tigers. This has been a production of Texan Live at TexanLive.com. For my fantastic crew here, our production engineer, Jesse Wolf, John Vasquez, Corny Madden, I'm Mark M. Johnson, saying so long and farewell from Atascocita. Laville cannot get it to go. A 3-point attempt by Shed, no good. Offensive board put up and in by Fabian White. Jay Lewis had 2 last-second breakaway buzzer beaters that he couldn't get to go, and this one is rejected from behind by Moore. Picked up, and it's going to fall right down and in right before the end of Jay Lewis. Slamming it home the other way. Fabian White, 23 points for him. High pick set from Fabian White. Getting the shot up and in is Carson Edwards, and he'll head to the free throw. Putting that shot up and in was Stephen Moorhead as he gets his first